Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. The Guru is Brahma himself. He is Vishnu, as he is also Shiva Maheshwar. Guru is Param Brahma, Supreme God or the Absolute Truth. With this knowledge, I salute and offer my obeisance to the Guru. With this shlok, I welcome you all to our virtual Vidya Teachers Day celebration today. Warmest welcome to the true superheroes of our Vidya family, our incredible teachers, our leaders, our staff. A very warm welcome to Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh and to Professor Ashok Misra, both distinguished Vidya board members who we are so very blessed to have with us today. Welcome to all our Vidya friends, our partners, our donors, the families of our teachers. A very happy Teachers' Day to all of you. Please accept my immense respect and my warmest wishes on this very special day. This is the 30th episode of our Vidya Knowledge series. We started the Vidya Knowledge series in March 2020 as the pandemic hit us, and it has been a wonderful lifeline and learning across and continued with great personalities and connected with a lot of great personalities across the world for all of us. This Teachers' Day, we celebrate virtually together as one big Pan Vidya family. Unfortunately, without the yummy snacks and the hugs that we normally do, but this will be a very special celebration as you will soon discover. 5th September is celebrated as Teachers' Day across India on the birthday of a great teacher, India's former President, Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan, to honor and commemorate the impact and the importance of teachers in our lives. Where would Vidya be without you, our dearest teachers? For 3 decades, you have been the pillars of Vidya. So when Vidya speaks about empowerment, it's not about women or about the alumni, but it is actually because the work that you do every single day. You have gone even further in the last 2 years after that overnight paradigm shift and overhaul last year because of the chaos of the pandemic. You adapted at lightning speed with your characteristic determination and love for those we serve, and you have proven your creativity and mettle. You continue to inspire all through 365 days, whether you're in the classroom or online. Your influence continues to be well beyond the classroom, and that shows your greater responsibility for society, for the world, and for the future. I am proud of each one of you, how you have adjusted to the needs, coped with all the changes, and know that you and your amazing impact inspires me each day. This Teachers' Day, I'd like to acknowledge, honor, and celebrate you, the real heroes, for the relentless contribution in the new normal. We are very blessed to have as our MC today a very special friend of Vidya and someone who I love and admire and consider to be my younger sister, Shivani. A former Miss India, Shivani Wazir Pasrich is an actor, Odissi dancer, a master's of ceremonies and educationist, an economics honors graduate of Lady Shri Ram College and law graduate from the Faculty of Law, Delhi University. Shivani acted in Yash Chopra's Dil To Pagal Hai and has done more than 500 television shows and facilitated over 1,000 live events. As a founder of the Commonwealth Cultural Forum, she endeavors to bring a social change in the Commonwealth nations through the medium of art and culture. She is also the chairperson of the Commonwealth Society of India, CEO of SWP Productions, and the governing board of societies that help special children and people with epilepsy. Shivani is also a teacher. She was awarded the Build India Award in her avatar as director of the study school, East of Kailash. Shivani is devising unique curriculum for preschoolers to enjoy the process of learning by augmenting a wonder den where young minds explore, experiment, create, and imagine through nature, through natural, open-ended, child-led play. Shivani is and will always be a very special member of the Vidya family. Thank you so much, Shivani, for being with us today. I hand over the mic to you, and thank you so much.
It is such a privilege to be here, Rashmi. Thank you for this great honor to include me in the Vidya family and to ask me to come and participate today. You know, when you mentioned the Miss India title, when I received that, I won the Miss India Worldwide First Princess Award. And along with that, I got a huge necklace of these amazing South Sea pearls. I got a Rado watch. I got a trip to South Africa. I got a trip to China. It was fantastic. But a couple of years ago, when I started taking this, shouldering the responsibility of being director at the study school, at that point of time, on Teachers' Day, I got pens and pencils and notebooks and cards. And I can promise you, while the earlier gifts were great, the feeling of fulfillment with these little trivia was so overwhelming that I really felt that one has to give. You know, getting is one thing, but giving, oh, what a high that is. So I think that's the beauty of the Vidya family. All of us who are fortunate enough to have any link with it, we get a chance to give, and that gives us such an amazing feeling. And in life, what is it but feelings? All the money in the world cannot change how you feel. All the facilities, but your friends, your family, and doing good for each other is the most amazing thing. And on this Teachers' Day, I'd like to welcome you all on behalf of the Vidya family, and to each and every one of you who've contributed with your teaching, with your time. After all, Vidya is all about transforming and empowering and educating, and set up in 1985. I first met Rashmi in 1984. Our Guruji had passed, our OEC dance Guruji, and we were thrown together to do a performance in his memory, because he was our teacher. And no matter what and no matter where, we could and we don't ever forget him. Guru Srinath Raut, today I remember you from the time when I was a little imp who didn't really want to work hard and dance, to the time Rashmi and I paid our tribute to you, and to today, where I feel whatever skills I have are a culmination of many teachers' efforts, but primarily the dance, the seed of the love for dance that Guru Srinath Raut put in my life. So saying thank you to one of my teachers. Of course, there are others here, Mr. Zaldavar, Mrs. Salita Shahi, they were teachers in modern school. And I have had the good fortune of being there. We have Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh, who is really a pillar of strength and holding up the whole show at modern school. And with the centenary celebrations, Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh really showed us that the history and the experiences that the school has been through, and the family that it has grown with all the alumni and all the people who've invested in it, really came together beautifully for the centenary celebration under the able guidance of Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh. Well, we have the Ashok tree, and just like that, we have an Ashok who has been absolutely rooted, steadfast, and dependable for us. And that is Professor Ashok Mishra. The Professor Mishra gave us the acronym, actually, Vidya. It was given to us by him. He gave us the loan of his premises to start what later became Vidya. And most importantly, he allowed for us to encroach upon his time with our wonderful Rashmi Mishra, so that she could dedicate and make this wonderful mission of putting together Vidya in Delhi, in Bangalore, in Mumbai. And the most amazing thing about Rashmi is that she did it in a way, you can say, I did it my way, but her way is our way. She always carries the team. I have never known her to say, I am doing this. I have only known her to say, Oh, thank you for doing this. So the beauty of working with Rashmi is she makes you feel like a star. So to all the stars of Vidya, welcome and thank you. And I'd like to say a few words about Professor Ashok Mishra, who is really been amazing. He's not just not just been the director of IIT Mumbai and IIT Delhi. He has also been visiting fellow at Trinity College, University of Cambridge, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And 3 is very auspicious because one time you create, the next time you preserve, and the third time you make space for yet another re-innovation. So he's done the 3, been there, done that. He has worked at the National Academy of Sciences, NASI, and he has also been, he was chairman of the India of Intellectual Ventures. And India of Intellectual Ventures is really where his mind has given so much guidance, as it has when he was conferred the Doctorate of Science by Thapar University, Patiala. He's also got the Distinguished Service Award, IIT Delhi, the Distinguished Alumni Awards from his alma mater, University of Massachusetts, where he's also adjunct professor. So it's all, you know, a circle of life where you start somewhere and then you end there again, because we all come back to our root. So going to our root, Professor Ashok Mishra, I'd like to request you to say a few words to inspire our teachers, our students, and all the members of the Vidya family.
Thank you, Shivani, for those lovely words. I don't know if I deserve all of it.
More, you deserve more.
Shri Ashok Pratap Singh, Rashmi, Shivani, and all the members, if I name all of them, then my 5 minutes will go away. But all the members of the Vidya family, with many of whom I've worked sometimes closely, sometimes remotely, and so on. Greetings to all the Vidya family members on this Teachers' Day. It's a very auspicious day. I consider this auspicious because you celebrate all the teachers, at least in our country, on the birthday of Sri Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, as Rashmi said, our second president. He was a great teacher. He was a professor, a great scholar, and a great philosopher. He has written several outstanding books. And the ones that I am familiar with is the Gita. In fact, there are many Gitas written, but I only read Dr. Radhakrishnan's Gita. And the Upanishads, amongst others. I would like to quote him, just a couple of quotes. The end product of education is to be free, to produce a free and creative person. If you have achieved that, free means it's free in spirit, free in thinking, and free to explore the world. And creative is to be innovative, to be inventive, to have great ideas, and contribute to the world. So in these 2 words, saying free and creative, he actually captured it all. He also said, a life of joy and happiness is possible only on the basis of knowledge and science. And that I like it because I'm a scientist. My knowledge comes only through proper and high-end education. Teaching is such a noble profession. And in my opinion, and I should say my humble opinion, is the most important for building a nation. If you look around, all great nations who have a good education system have risen to greater heights. And we in India have to make sure that this happens here and take our children at all levels, starting from primary to secondary to higher education to the doctorate level to a greater height. Only then we will be approaching towards becoming a great nation. Let me address the teachers. Teachers, you are the greatest asset and actually the superheroes of the Vidya education programs. That empowers, as their logo goes, and transform the children, youth, and women into very concerned and very good citizens of our nation. It is you who are providing them the skills. It is you who are providing them the basic knowledge and the life skills and the ethics and many, many other things that will go. And I've seen this happen, and that's why I'm mentioning that will go a long way to make them great citizens of India. And the greatest assets that the teachers, all of you have, is the students that you teach in the class. Without students, you're nowhere. Without teachers, the school is nowhere. So teachers and students actually make a very synergistic combination, which takes the schools, colleges, and the education system to a higher pedestal. It is the education and the hard work and dedication and education provided along with the hard work of teachers that results in excellent students. It ensures that the children go to colleges, good colleges, live with high ethical values that you have given them throughout their lives. Another attribute of good teachers is that good teachers always keep learning. That is one of the professions in which you can say that learning never ends. And as the teachers keep on accumulating more knowledge, they obviously pass it on to the students and produce better students. For a teacher that I have been, as Shivani mentioned, most of my life or almost all my life, the greatest joy is to see the students do well. In fact, it gives me great pleasure when I see students doing much better than I'm doing in whatever profession they are, if they're in teaching or they're in business or they started their own enterprises, or they are even in some cases politics. The second biggest joy is that they keep giving you the respect and reverence, irrespective of the stature that they have acquired. I mean, you can just see the reverence with which Shivani spoke of her teachers, Mr. Zal Davar and Sarita Shai, who are present amongst us. It is that joy which makes all the effort that the teachers have put in, like me, in making students what they are. I would like to again wish you all the best to all the teachers in Vidya in all your future endeavors. You are not just an asset to Vidya School, you are an asset to the nation. And remember that it's your continued efforts, your continued dedication, your teaching with enthusiasm that will make a difference in the children, in the students, in their future life. Just to mention how much joy even I, although I'm not been teaching at Vidya, but I, as part of the Vidya family, get when you hear that so-and-so has got admission in NIT. Just today, one of the guys, Vikram Sarkar, he went to NIT Kurukshetra and he's got a job in KPMG. Just imagine if Vidya was not there, he may not even have gone to a regular proper school. But what a difference you made to his life. And then I heard that somebody's got into Ashoka University, somebody's got into Plaksha University, somebody's got into Indraprasth College and LSR and so on. So it is you, the teachers of Vidya, along with the whole Vidya team, who have made this huge difference in the lives of people about whom many do not care. And I'll end by saying that I've seen several programs in which they say, oh, we teach so many thousands of kids. But many of the programs provide rudimentary education to thousands of kids. What Vidya does is provides high-class, 5-star education to those who do not have access to good schools. So with this, all the best in your future endeavors, and teachers, keep going with your best foot forward. Never forget that you are the ones who are making the changes in the lives of youngsters who will change the life of India. Thank you so much, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Professor Mishra. You said that you'll end here, but we rely on you for a lot of support. So you can never end when it comes to Vidya. I would like to impose on your time a little bit more and request you to release a coffee table book that has been put together by the Vidya Mumbai chapter. They have catalogued their last 5 years of community programs with their outreach to the youth and to women. And so I request you to please release this book.
I'm happy to do so. And I guess I have to press on the launch, right? Beautiful.
We're just taking you through a few of the pages just to get a feel of what the book is like. This book has been put together by the team in Mumbai. In fact, Vidya works on teamwork, as we all know. We have the most amazing people who have contributed to the Vidya family in Mumbai, in Delhi, and in Bangalore. And we'd like to share a few images, a short film on all that they've been doing.
पिंकी देशमुख और मैं विद्या में एज अ कंप्यूटर ट्रेनर काम करती हूँ और आज हमारे स्कूल पार्टनरशिप में हमने टैब डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन किए हैं। तो चलिए मिलते हैं मेरी स्टूडेंट से।
मेरा नाम है रुबीना सलीम बागवान, मैं पढ़ती हूँ 6A में और मेरे लास्ट टाइम मैंने ऑनलाइन क्लास नहीं अटेंड की थी, तो इस वास्ते मुझे विद्या ने ये दिया है, विद्या की तरफ से टैब और अब मैं पढ़ाई कर सकती हूँ और मैं बहुत खुश हूँ और थैंक यू।
Today I'll teach you how to do block printing and screen printing. Can anybody say about screen printing and block printing? Anybody know?
Okay, so I'll tell you the difference.
Okay, children, this is different types of shells. What is this? Ball. What is this? Cylinder. What is this? Filament. What is this?
Thank you for that lovely film and a peek into life at Vidya and how it changes people's lives. The whole art of teaching is only the art of awakening natural curiosity of young minds for the purpose of satisfying it afterwards. So at Vidya, we have had Mrs. Rashmi Mishra, who is our founder president, and she really has been motivating the team in the most magical way. And I would say at this point of time, I'd like to introduce you to the team in the different cities that we have. I'd like to share a presentation with you on each of our leaders in the various cities. And first we can begin with Bangalore. If you can highlight Mrs. Deepa Srivastav. She is the Director of Operations and has been an educationist for a quarter of a century. So she's really been with Vidya for the last 6 years and has been counseling teachers, staff members, students, parents. And we also have Mrs. Rekha Srinivasan, who's the COO. And before she joined Vidya as a volunteer, she worked in a corporate career. And then it was her dream to help underprivileged people, and Vidya was the answer. So naturally, she was drawn to us and has been with us ever since. So could we have a slide presentation to showcase our wonderful stars from Bangalore?
Thank you, Shivani. A very warm greetings from the Vidya Bangalore team. I'm very happy to start this presentation by showing the vibrant Vidya Bangalore team that you can see on the screen right now. The last 2 years have shown the true courage and determination of the team. They have become the influencers of change, adapting to the situation, evolving and fine-tuning their skills, embracing the new normal, going that extra mile to educate, empower, and transform the beneficiaries. As we celebrate Teachers' Day together, it's our honor and pleasure to share with you all that what this team has achieved. It is because of this team we've been able to expand and sustain our programs during these hard times too. Next slide, please. During the pandemic, many NGOs were struggling to sustain their projects. But Vidya Bangalore not only sustained the projects, but started new centers, new projects in new communities, extending our reach to many beneficiaries. 42 projects are currently being spearheaded by the Vidya Bangalore team, and a very big round of applause to the entire Vidya team for putting it across together. And I'm very happy to share with you all the gist of programs, that 42 projects that I've mentioned here. We have Beyond School program in 10 government schools and at our Vidya Center of Excellence. We run digital literacy programs in government school at 3 Vidya centers in the Ejipura community. And we also run an online program for the ASHA workers. We do conduct communicative English at 3 Vidya centers, an online program for Asha workers again. We have open basic education and NIOS program at Vidya Center of Excellence and Mali Foundation. We run Shakti Livelihood program at 3 Vidya centers and 9 communities. And we are also conducting in 4 communities COVID assistance program. Our newest project is the Project Annam at Vidya Center of Excellence. We have Margam Entrepreneurship Initiative, and the most beautiful program that we have very recently started is the Sanskriti program, and the launch of which we had very recently at the Vidya Center of Excellence. And one of the long-standing programs that we have at Vidya Bangalore is the Vidya Scholarship Program. So as you can see, as many NGOs, they were really struggling to sustain the projects. At Vidya Bangalore, we are able to conduct 42 such projects, and all that this is possible only because of the team effort. I now request Deepa to talk about our achievements through these various projects.
Thank you very much, Rekha, for taking everyone through our wonderful Vidya Bangalore team and the equally wonderful projects. But we can never call any success a success unless the advancement keeps going. So rather than calling this pandemic something which forced us to innovate, it was like an opportunity for us to take all our programs to a next level and to tweak the programs, to do the customized curriculums for all the programs as per the need of the society. And with the moving population, the longer programs were made into smaller programs which could be easily delivered to the community. And the 6 modules were made into 12 modules because the skills were needed by the community people, but they did not have that much time. So those were the things. And the teachers, our wonderful teachers, they adapted to these innovative teaching through virtual platform in no time because the will was there. And we really applaud this will, which made them learn new techniques of making the students attentive to the online classes. And then where other people were fretting over with the close down and the lockdowns, the courses will not be completed on time. Here, all the courses we completed on time. Then the hybrid mode of teaching, still it is going on, the offline and online, because our teachers never stop. The little bit of this lifting of our lockdowns, and they run to the communities, they run to the schools to meet the teacher, to meet the students, distribute the worksheets, and the continuous training wherever they need. We are thankful to Vidya for providing that. So all that meant a lot of academic advancements, and we are really proud of the teachers who have made this possible. Next slide, please. And these academic advances could never have happened without the community outreach, which also expanded during these times, because now we were going to those communities also where till now we had not been, because the centers were closed most of the times, and we were always worried about the people who needed Vidya. So mobilization of students from communities for different programs and the different modules with the online teaching going on, vaccination drives, which was the main concern in the communities, not only doing the drives, but also making them aware how important it is. Because as you must have also seen, people were hesitant to take the vaccinations. Even people who were educated were a little hesitant. So going and making people aware of the importance of that. Then COVID awareness campaigns, the importance of hygiene. Then the academic side, the distribution of worksheets every week, at least twice a week, then collection of those worksheets, following all the protocols, making sure the students were also following all the protocols, then continuous counseling support to the students and the parents, because again, living in those closed environments was creating a havoc for the people mentally and physically. So lots of issues which are arising out of that. Not only the physical health, but also the mental health. Then, as usual, delivery of the essential kits, nutrition kits, and hygiene kits to the communities. So the community outreach also expanded during these times, and all because of the compassion, the dedication, the passion of our teachers. Next slide, please. So all these efforts of the teachers naturally have to result into achievements, and that is what we see here. Even during these tough times, more than 1,000 students got their certifications from the NIIT, NIOS, Singer, and many else small programs being conducted online where our teachers enrolled themselves and their students also, individual modules conducted by volunteer organizations. Then 91 number of students completed our PUC, UG and professional courses under our scholarship program. 18 scholarship students were placed in various organizations, very prestigious organizations. The self-help groups were formed, and the self-help groups really in the communities, they helped the women to sustain their family because they were doing orders of food, of masks, of small items, which made them sustain their families when the income had gone low. Then we utilized this time for creating very detailed SOPs for all our programs. This is helping us to, with the new people who join us, it's very systematic and easy for the coordinators and the new joinees to adapt to the Vidya systems automatically. Then the digitization of all the programs which had been in the minds, was pending for some time, that also happened. All our data, all our things, photos, pictures, there's so much in Vidya which happens each and every day. Every day, everything has gone on the drive, very easy, accessible and editable. Then the biggest achievement, what I will say, is the launch of the Vidya Center of Excellence during these times, when people were scared to step out of their homes, when things were closing down. We started a Vidya Center of Excellence in Whitefield, Bangalore. And this is like a program where all our programs, all the programs what we do for the women, children and youth, they all come under this one roof. And within the launch of this in November, within 15 days, we had the numbers rising, and within 1 month's time, we had more than 100 students coming and starting their education there. So this and till date now, at today, not even 1 year has gone by, and we have more than 300 students enrolled with us in this Vidya Center of Excellence. Then Vidya has a long history of NIOS, National Institute of Open Schooling. But at this Vidya Center of Excellence in Bangalore, we have started this new program of Open Basic Education, which is a great help for the migrant community and the children who, because of this pandemic, have been sitting at home without any education. So this gives them a very good platform to continue their education. And together with this, all the activities, festivals, events, whatever is there, it is done on the virtual platform. So the children, our beneficiaries don't feel that things have stopped or the life is stopped for them. And as Rekha said, the launch of the Sanskriti program happened, and with such great artists like Tarakini and Jyotsna, we are conducting the classes in music and dance, and we plan to expand this more. This is not only going on in Bangalore, but online classes are being conducted for the Delhi students also. And with to facilitate the teaching and learning process, smartphones and laptops were distributed to the students. And I thank Vidya for letting us take so many steps and doing things all the time to benefit our beneficiaries. Thanks. Over to you, Rekha.
Thank you, Deepa. And having achieved so much in these last 2 years, we just don't want to stop there. So we have a vision for our 2022, where we are looking at scaling up our digital media outreach so that we can reach out to more number of beneficiaries. We want to take the Vidya Mitra program to the next level so that, again, more number of beneficiaries could benefit from that. We're also finding partners to provide internships and job opportunities as part of all our vocational training programs. And we're also looking at scaling up the scholarship program and our new Open Basic Education program. So teachers and mentors and the entire team, you are the reason, you are the influences of change. We would like to end this presentation with a small quote from Roger Moore. It says that teach love, generosity, good manners, and some of that will drift from the classroom to the home, and who knows, the children will be educating the parents. Thank you so much.
Rekha, Deepa, thank you so much for giving us this wonderful update on all your activities in Bangalore and the future plans. And now I'd like to take us to Mumbai, where we have Priyanka Mathur, who is the COO of the Mumbai chapter, and she has had 10 years of experience at the grassroots level. She is involved in strategic planning and operational activities towards the community. So her inputs in Vidya have been fantastic because she's galvanized a lot of development. So Priyanka, would you like to take us through all the projects that you've been involved with in Mumbai?
Thank you very much, Shivani. A very warm welcome to everyone and giving me this opportunity to talk about my programs today. Thank you very much. A teacher takes a hand, opens the mind, and touches the heart. Over the last 2 decades, our teachers have worked with a lot of passion and dedication at the grassroots level to bring in the impact at the community level. And that's the reason why Vidya Bombay stands for today and strongly reflects community development work. As we all truly believe that teachers are the most important members of our society. They give children purpose, set them up for success as citizens of our world, and inspire in them a drive to do well and succeed in life. Today's children are the leaders of tomorrow, and teachers are the critical point that makes a child ready for their future. Children carry what they are taught at a young age throughout the rest of their lives. They will use what they have learned to influence society. Everyone knows that today's youth will be tomorrow's leader, and teachers have the access to educate these youth in their most impressionable years. Teachers have the ability to shape their future in the best possible way and to build positive and inspire the future generations, and therefore design society both at a local and global level. In reality, teachers have the most important job in the world. Those who have an impact on the children of society have the power to change lives, not just for those children themselves, but for the lives of all. Vidya Bombay has grown exponentially in all aspects, whether we look at into community development initiatives or in terms of staff members, as well as increasing the number of beneficiaries every year. Over the period of 20 odd years, the team has impacted the lives of more than 175,000 children, youth, and women through various community and skill development initiatives. And this was not possible without the support of our dear teachers and the operations staff. Currently, we have 36 centers running across Bombay. Last year, during pandemic, the team clearly reflected the essence of united we stand and divided we fall. As a team, we decided to start working on an integrated model where we did teacher training sessions, digital training sessions for both teachers, staff, beneficiaries, to make sure that we are able to run our programs on a digital platform. All our activities were on the digital platforms, for example, summer camps for beneficiaries, various workshops related to financial literacy, mental health, cybersecurity, soft skill sessions, etc. for our beneficiaries. A new initiative, community transformation, was also implemented, where we touched on the social aspects of the respective communities. This not only helps us in sustaining our program, but also strengthening our footprints in the community. Teachers also started new ways of evaluating the children by introducing ESSER evaluation. And this helped not only the teachers, but also the mentors to check the learning levels of each and every beneficiary. Various other new techniques were introduced, like behavioral analysis, Rosenberg self-esteem, etc., which was added as a new matrix to check the behavioral change, as well as measure the self-esteem of a child. Digital cultural events like Sanskriti and Katha were also worked on. Every year, teachers work towards an annual event. And last year, we implemented the same at a pan-India level, known as Festex 2020. Addressing to the COVID needs of last year, we distributed around 8,500 grocery kits, 2,000 masks, 1,000 PP kits, plus 2,500 digital devices. This year, so far, we have done 1,500 grocery kits, 1,000 protective kits, 15,000 cooked meals, 1,000 digital devices, and around 10,000 mass distributions in the community. Along with the above, we also pledged towards the infrastructure needs of local government hospitals in the community, which in turn will help our community members to get medical support during pandemic. We also supported the community members with oxygen concentrators with the support of our COVID task force team, and this comprised of some of our teachers and the youth forum beneficiaries. We also did vaccination awareness campaigns, etc., through the help of our teachers in the community. As we are aware that due to COVID, the communities are very much at unrest due to the increase in the number of job losses and so on. Hence, the team decided to make sure that due to this insecurity of job, the children of these less privileged should not be refrained from education. Therefore, we raised funds towards the school fee of around 80 girls so that they continue with their regular school education. We also ran multiple sub-initiatives like Goods for Good campaign, Daan Utsav, community feeding, wherein we served cooked meals with the support of our dear partner, Bal Panchayat, Digital India campaign for the community members, etc. We are also pleased to inform you that our digital empowerment program made sure to impart digital training not only to our internal teachers, but externally as well. And we covered around 200 plus teachers there. We also created 140 job opportunities for our youth segment. I would now like to give special thanks to our founder president, Ms. Rashmi Mishra, executive director, Ms. Dilruba Kalsi, vice president, Mumbai, Dr. Nayan Dabolkar, and our loving executive board members for their true leadership, guidance, mentorship, and encouragement to deliver the best. Last but not the least, all this wouldn't have been possible without our dedicated teachers, and hats off to all of them who are present here today. Before again I end up this session, I once again would like to wish a very happy Teachers' Day on behalf of the Mumbai senior leadership. A small tribute to our teachers before I end the call. Please enjoy watching this small video. Video, please.
हर दिन का नया सूरज, हर दिन का नया सूरज लाता है एक नया लक्ष्य, और हर नए लक्ष्य के साथ आता है एक नया संघर्ष। लेकिन आज भी है कुछ लोग जिनका है केवल एक आदर्श, भटकों को राह दिखाना है उनका परम धर्म स्पर्श। वे दौड़ते हैं लेकिन थकते नहीं, गिरते हैं लेकिन टूटते नहीं, खुशियाँ बांटते हैं लेकिन मांगते नहीं, मुसीबतों से घिरे हैं लेकिन रोते नहीं। शायद इसी में है इनकी हिम्मत, मिलजुल कर काम करना है इनकी ताकत। इनकी तारीफ न बड़ी है न छोटी, विद्या मुंबई के ये है अनमोल मोती।
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Priyanka. This has been such a beautiful presentation, and the Naya Suraj, Naya Laksh. I think that is a wonderful, wonderful inspiration for waking up every morning and setting new targets, whether it's doing a little bit of exercise for yourself, learning to be happier for your own personal growth, or then the forever effective Vidya motto of Naya Suraj, Naya Laksh, and Naya Tarika Dene Ka सीखने का, बढ़ने का. So thank you so much. And with that, I'm going to bring us back to where it all began, which is New Delhi. And that is where the beautiful journey began. And if you go to the school in Delhi, it has been designed by Hafiz Contractor. It's spacious, it's open, it's inspiring. The steps have alphabets on them, or numbers which just get you thinking the minute you step into the school. And for that, of course, it's the founder, Rashmi Mishra, whose vision is to be looked at. And right now, she's quite the vision. Mala, if you just highlight Mrs. Mishra, then I'd like to tell everyone that the sari that she is wearing has been made by the students of Vidya.
Oh, yes, it is. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful part is that I think all of us who go to the Vidya school or any event or anything, we bring a little bit of Vidya back with us. I have the most beautiful crochet bags, coasters, little knickknacks, which make you realize how much creativity there is. And no one can unleash that creativity better than someone who's in a leadership position. And our principal in Delhi is one of those people who really inspires. I'd like to introduce you all to Ila Sareen, who is the principal of Vidya Gurugram. And her team has reached greater heights with each passing year. And it's really not surprising because she keeps providing them the best learning opportunities. And what should I say? She's a team player. She knows how to inspire, guide, and encourage. And it's not just words, because she herself is such a committed teacher. And I can say this from personal experience. I've seen her take a student who's not even meeting a pass mark and take that student to 100%. So she really is not just a great principal, but Ila, you are a gifted teacher. And we are so fortunate to have you at Vidya. So a round of applause, and I hand over to Ila.
The journey of Vidya will be incomplete without the mention of its mentors and teachers. Since the inception of Vidya School in 2009, there are many who have anchored Vidya through its trials and tribulations, ensuring that all our beneficiaries dream big and achieve those dreams. Through hours of instruction, counseling, and mentoring, our teachers have ensured that despite the circumstances and socio-economic background of our students, they still could achieve the unattainable. The pandemic indeed brought amongst teachers a sense of sacrifice and benefication to ensure that learning delays and gaps would not hinder or disrupt our children's dreams. Managing online sessions, e-volunteering, mentoring sessions in a flexible and a fluid time frame, despite the inadequacy of devices and connectivity, catering to coordination and distribution of dry ration and devices made our teachers humanitarian warriors. Our teachers were more than willing to attend the school to guide our students when the crisis was at its peak. And it was this dedication that led to fantastic board results despite the challenging conditions. We, as a team, share the goal of keeping Vidya's vision alive and shall continue to strive towards that goal. And on the occasion of Teachers' Day, I salute all our teachers and wish them a happy Teachers' Day.
Thank you so much, Ila. And now moving on, Dilruba Kalsi, another iconic person and a name that makes everyone sit up straight in the education world. She is one who has got many awards on her mantelpiece, and recently she's received yet another. But I don't think she is the kind of person who really looks at awards or rewards, because she is the executive director of Vidya, who is behind planning and new innovation. And she has just been responsible for getting us accreditation into the NIOS Vidya program. So that's been huge for the Gurugram school. And thank you, Dilruba, for all that you've done and the discipline and dedication and perfection with which you do it. I hand over to Dilruba.
Dr. Radha Krishnan said, instead of celebrating my birthday, it would be my privilege if September 5th would be observed as Teachers' Day, for our teachers work unstintingly to ensure that the future is bright for all of us. A teacher is like a beacon in the dark and the hope that gives us the strength to survive when the going is tough. For a teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, and touches a heart. True teachers are those who help us think for ourselves. And this is the philosophy we endorse at the NIOS program and the community outreach program at IIT Delhi. For teaching is not just another profession. It is a responsibility bestowed to guide and enlighten. I'm so happy to share that the NIOS team at Gurugram and IIT Delhi have battled insurmountable odds during the pandemic to ensure that learning remained a continuum by setting up e-learning platforms and customizing classes according to the students' convenience. This has been reflected in the 100% pass result that we secured for class 10 and 12. This would not have been possible without the commitment and dedication of an amazing team comprising Rishika, Charu, Jyoti, and Yamini, headed by a dynamic coordinator, Mrs. Manju Chauhan, who is the mover and shaker of the program. In order to ensure holistic all-round development, we work on the self-esteem of our students so that they graduate as confident individuals ready to take on the world. Co-scholastic subjects include yoga, craft, and the performing arts, which occupy a prime position in the curriculum. We dare to take on every challenge and convert it into a learning experience and an opportunity to benefit a number of people. Puran Tamang got selected in the army but couldn't join because he had lost his class 10 certificate. He registered himself at the NIOS program, cleared the class 10 exam, and he's now joined the army. We are indeed privileged to have an MOU with IIT Delhi. The IIT Delhi program includes NIOS, adult literacy, a beyond school program, and Vidya Deep, a program for employed youth to upscale their skills. This is Sushila Sharma, the coordinator, along with a team of highly motivated teachers, including Premlata Verma, Lalita, Kiran Kohli, and Anu Rani, have contributed significantly towards the program. The NIOS team is also part of the Green School program to ensure that environmental friendly practices are implemented. We have partnered with Katha to inculcate the reading habit, for as the dictum goes, a child who reads becomes a thinking adult. Thank you very much, teachers, for making a difference and impacting the lives of those you have so carefully nurtured. As our beneficiaries would say, you guided me when I was lost, supported me when I was weak, and you have enlightened me all through today. Thank you, and a very happy Teachers' Day to all you amazing teachers.
Thank you so much, Dilruba. With that perfect diction and that eye for detail, you bring to the students so much more than any good teacher would bring. You take good to great. So thank you for all of that. And now I'd like to introduce you to Indu Mahajan. She's been a mentor and a well-wisher of Vidya's, and here's what she has to say.
We welcome you all to the oldest Vidya family, Balvihar School, Delhi, and SMDC, PPP3, Vidya School, PTS, Sarvpriya Vihar, and Hoskas. I want to use today's occasion to thank all our teachers who have prepared our children to compete with the world. Our teachers are a symbol of strength and are a great support base for all of us. Fellow teachers, your passionate service have put our children in a position to succeed, and we would like to celebrate you today. Without you, the school is just a building filled with young ones who need a direction. You have given them a purpose, and for that we all salute you. You have made it your responsibility to simplify the teaching process for our students, especially during the ongoing pandemic. We appreciate and recognize the fact that you changed your way of teaching so quickly and adapted to the new normal with ease. Despite limited resources and no previous knowledge of ongoing learning, you all did a wonderful job and made sure the children don't suffer. No amount of money can truly appreciate the value you have given to your students. We respect you and will cherish you for your love, patience, and passion to work every day. Wishing you all a happy Teachers' Day, happiness, and success in life. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Mahajan. It's wonderful to have you with us at the Vidya family. And now for someone who spent 3 decades being with us, I'd like to introduce you to Ms. Malvika Goyal, Vice President of Delhi. And Malvika ji has been with Vidya for a long, long time, and she's been working at the head office team. She has worked on Women's Empowerment Program, volunteered at Vidya. She's donated time, resources, and also sponsored. So we're so grateful to you, Malaji, as we know you at Vidya, for your efforts and your contribution and for being you. So I'd like to request you to please tell us about the Margam program and the head office team presentation.
On this beautiful occasion, let us take the opportunity to convey our heartfelt gratitude to the teachers who have worked tirelessly to shape the future of our students. It is a day filled with excitement, joy, and happiness as we convey to our teachers how special they are. They stand by students to guide, motivate, and inspire them to become better human beings and bring about a positive change in society. Among the many programs that we run at Vidya, one of the oldest and most prominent is the Margam Women's Program. This program consists of the Silai Sewing Program, where the women follow the Singer Sewing course. Gitanjali is the trainer here. The Shringar or the Beauty course has been initiated by Nilufa Hussain, and the trainer is Vijay Sani. Some women who have been trained here have been chosen by Urban Clap and are doing well in their career. Urban Clap is one of Delhi's most successful organizations that runs a very good beauty parlor and does home visits for women and men. Ayushi Tandon coordinates the entire Margam program and has joined us recently. She and Richa together work on the Ahar program, where the women are trained in culinary skills. Richa has been successful in getting partnerships for Ahar and is taking the program to new heights. Apart from the mentioned skills, the women have been attending sessions on personality development, basic English, legal rights, domestic abuse, stress management, and counseling. The women have been encouraged to join an SHG group so that they can become independent entrepreneurs and work towards a brighter future for themselves. One of the most important teams of Vidya is the head office housed at the Vidya school. Sumant Kumar is a senior manager accounts. He joined Vidya about 15 years ago and has been a mentor to many new joinees and workers. His colleagues Shyam Gupta and Prabhakar, who is the administrative executive, also assist him in the head office. Anjali Panwar joined Vidya about a year ago and is the senior manager HR. Richa Sani has just joined the head office as Director Public Relations and Strategy. She has worked under the guidance of our honorary CEO, Mr. Yashpal Singhal, and has launched a mentorship program for our students called Mitra. Valentine Perrin joined the head office team as a volunteer communications manager and on the short span of her work has successfully got us many social media contacts and been in touch with donors. Sadly, she will be returning home in a few weeks. A special thank you to the head office team for working tirelessly for the Vidya family in Delhi, Bangalore, and Mumbai. To conclude, a happy Teachers' Day to you all.
Thank you so much. So with that, I say it is the conclusion of our team sharing their work with us, but it is not the conclusion of celebrations and Teachers' Day and the spirit of it all. So now we come to the part which is about the awards and the recognition to all those visionaries across the country who have contributed tirelessly, relentlessly, and selflessly. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to the Vidya Awards after thanking the teams all across the country for the great work that they've done. So Vidya aims to recognize visionaries across the country. And normally at these awards every year, we give one Lifetime Achievement Award. But on this occasion, we found that exceptionally hard. And the pandemic has taught us to really value the jewels that we have. And we have actually got 4 of our jewels to be recognized on this platform today. And to do that, we have none other than Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh, who is the former chairman of the Modern School Management, Barakamba Road. And the school grew leaps and bounds under his leadership. We are honored and humbled to have him on the board of the Vidya School in Gurugram. And I must tell you that Vidya and Modern School have a very special synergy because Rashmi Mishra, our founder, was actually teaching at Modern School. She taught German there for how many years, Rashmi?
About 10 years. About 10
years. Yes. So it was a decade of working at Modern School. And during that time, Rashmi was using her premises at IIT, being Professor Ashok Mishra's wife. She had access to a lot of support staff who did not have the facilities for reaching out to that level of education. So she would personally teach their children in the IIT house. And I think her house had less space for them and more space for children. But nonetheless, when your heart is big, there's never less space. And Rashmi sure qualifies for that one. So I'd now like to request Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh, another great golden heart who has only given and also taught the next generation to do the same. So his daughter Ambika is now looking after the school. While he continues to mentor new projects and guide more people, and with all his experience, that is truly invaluable. So Ashok sir, may I please request you to join us and say a few words as I introduce the first speaker, the first awardee of the Lifetime Achievement Award, Mr. Zal Davar. So Mr. Zal Davar has worked in Modern School as head of the Department of History, and then later he was heading the middle school. He was the housemaster in charge of co-curricular activities and organized a number of inter-school debates, quizzes, panel discussions, all the way to 2011. In fact, I remember going to him to approach him to say, sir, kya hum ja sakte hain? We have to go for this extracurricular activity at one of the other schools. And he organized for us to get our taxis, our little pocket money so that we had enough to eat. And he gave us the kind of spirit of being independent and able to do things on our own. It was not that there's a teacher to do it for us. There was a teacher to show us how to do it. So Mr. Zal Davar, after his retirement, has been teaching history and writing plays and organizing fests, mentored individual students and helped them with English and more. And he is a favorite at the Vidya School. So I'd like to request Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh to please present the award and read the citation.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can. We can hear you.
Can you? Yeah. So before proceeding with these well, fantastic citations and awards. I would crave your indulgence for 1 minute to say one or two things. In the evening of my life, I find myself really privileged and honored to be part of Vidya. And this is something which I feel fantastically well and good about. I would like to simply say that to all the teachers, and I've been hearing whatever I have in the last half an hour, apart from the motto of Vidya, which says so much in 3 words, I would like to commend you for the fact that you have kept alive my 5 C's, which are that you have done whatever you have with courage, compassion, commitment, creativity, and meeting challenges. And of course, the 6th C, and all this is for the children. Fantastic. All the very best to all of you. Now, coming to Mr. Zaldavar, we take immense pride in recognizing the outstanding contribution of Mr. Zaldavar for his incredible contribution to redefining education and inspiring the students of the Vidya School, for inspiring the Vidya family with his passion, enthusiasm, and gentle and subtle wit. You, Mr. Davar, have been instrumental in making significant impact on the lives of young people in this school community. The award is recognition for your outstanding commitment and dedication to Vidya's mission. The Vidya family is proud to confer on Mr. Zaldavar the Vidya Lifetime Achievement Award on this Teachers' Day 2021.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Zaldavar, please share a few words with us on this momentous occasion.
Good evening, everybody, and a happy Teachers' Day to one and all present here, as well as to all the teachers and educationists throughout this land. You know, the last decade since retiring from modern school Vasant Vihar in 2011, this last decade has been a blessing in many more ways than one for me. When I retired from modern school, my only regret was, gosh, I won't be able to be in the midst of children anymore. No more coming every morning to school in the midst of happy, excited, naughty, raucous faces. No more interacting with them, teaching them and learning from them. But now, at Vidya, I'm once again in the middle of this ocean of innocence and spontaneity, of happy mischief. And I'm so happy. Children keep you happy, and they are an educationist's greatest wealth. A teacher enjoys a unique privilege open to no other profession. Your students keep you alive in their memories, long after they have passed out and are themselves into adulthood and middle age. Wherever you happen to be, you run into them in a shopping mall or a bookshop or at a function. They'll regale you with an episode or an escapade involving them and you that you may have yourself forgotten. Coming to Vidya, what a privilege it has been for me to witness this remarkable collective, compassionate leadership that Rashmiji has forged by the sheer dint of her positivity and personality. She has no degrees in education. Rashmiji is not a management guru, but Rashmiji could teach a thing or two, a lesson or two to many principals and managers of the best schools of India. For me, the journey from modern to Vidya, the arc straddling the two contrasting realities of our motherland, has been a good journey of discovery and learning. I would also like to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to Ashok Pratap Singh, sir. Quietly behind the scenes at Modern, Ashokji has been instrumental in shaping its overarching vision and philosophy. Modern has always respected and taken care of its teachers, giving them both the financial wherewithal as well as the creative autonomy to grow professionally as well as along with the institution. And Ashok sir has personally and quietly in his own way been a troubleshooter on many occasions, a mentor, a guider, gently chiding and smoothing out the rough edges of many an overzealous principal as well as teacher. And on many occasions, his patience may have been tested, but as far as I can recollect, and I had the occasion to, observe him at close hand on many occasions, he has never ever been mean or vindictive and always been generous to a fault. Let me conclude by thanking both Rashmi ji and Ashok ji for this honor, this Lifetime Achievement Award. Only one caveat, that lifetime seems as if, your life is over, when this is the time of life, when you're having the time of your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zaldavar. When you praised Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh, I really thought of one thing. The most endearing quality about you, Ashok sir, is that when anybody calls you or reaches out to you, they never feel humbled in any way. You encourage them and make them flower with your generosity of words, your kindness of spirit. So we could not have had a better person to give the Lifetime Achievement Awards. And once again, I request Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh to present the second Lifetime Achievement Award to Sarita Shahi. As you all know, Sarita Shahi too was at Modern School, and she was actually the headmistress in Modern School, and then went on to become the manager of the Vidya School and director of resource management. In this position, she has made a huge contribution and has got donors and partners to help Vidya at a scale that could not even be fathomed before. So, Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh, I request you to please present this award to Sarita Shahi and to read the citation.
Sarita ji, we take, and I personally take, immense pride in recognizing the outstanding contribution that you have made towards creating endowments for sponsorship of hundreds of the Vidya school children and making their dreams come true. Making a child's dream come true is the true reward and the true contribution of any teacher or a mentor. We are grateful for the professionalism and the leadership you bring to Vidya and the significant contributions you have made to Vidya's success. Thank you for a very, very long time of exceptional work. The Vidya family is proud of your incredible contribution and confers on you the Vidya Lifetime Achievement Award, Teachers' Day 2021.
We request Mrs. Sarita Shahi to please say a few words and to share her journey with us.
Mrs. Shahi, you're mute.
This is called teamwork. Mr. Zaldavar and Mrs. Shahi work together. So there has to be a display of that teamwork at every stage.
True.
That is the achievement of a lifetime.
So I want to thank Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh, and it's really a privilege and an honor receiving the citation from you, sir. My association with Modern goes back over 4 decades. We were all very young then, and as excited and as proud as the students to be a part of a hallowed institution. Modern, with its progressive outlook, gave us plenty of opportunities and freedom to evolve and to always try to be the best version of ourselves. My biggest takeaway from Modern has been to forge lifelong bonds with my colleagues, friends, and students. It really is so unique and special. My heart will always belong to Modern. Thank you, Rashmi, for introducing me to Vidya and embracing me in its fold. And thus began the second phase of my life. Vidya changed my whole perspective on life. Here, I came in contact with students who were so highly motivated and were like a sponge, hungry to absorb all the world had to offer. There was such an aura of positivity and compassion and love. Over the years, I observed that anyone who came to Vidya could not return untouched by its magic. They were hooked for life, and so the Vidya family has kept growing with like-minded people. One visitor told me, whenever I feel I want to pray, I don't go to a temple. I just come to Vidya. That just about says it all. If my heart belongs to modern, my soul belongs to Vidya. Thank you, Vidya. If I can return even in part what you have given me, I will count myself blessed. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Shahi. Wonderful words, and I know they're heartfelt, and we're with your soul.
Yes.
For me too, I had my journey in modern school as a student, and in Vidya, of course, as a collaborator, well-wisher, and person hopefully that you can count on. Having said that, and thank Mrs. Shahi, I'd now like to request Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh to please present next Lifetime Achievement Award to Neeta Pradhan. So she is really someone who has done wonderful work through the Bhavishyayan program in Vidya Mumbai. So as Chandrayaan was launched in the country, Bhavishyayan was launched at Vidya. And 11 years ago, as India sent a vehicle to the moon, Rotary Club Mumbai with Vidya launched its Bhavishyayan, a vehicle to uplift the future of underprivileged children in Mumbai's government schools. And this partnership with the public-private partnership, the government of Mumbai and Vidya partnership, was, of course, under the leadership of Neeta Pradhan. And what they did is they got together and collaborated with the Rotary clubs in Mumbai and other donors. And then in 8 different municipal schools, they helped the children for spoken English, life skills, digital literacy, and the Vidya Bhavishyayan program has been on now for a dozen years. And it started out in 2009, the Ambedkar School in Worli, with just 40 students. And today, it has more than 1,600 students and is in 20 Bombay Municipal Corporation schools and communities. So the alumni of the program are doing exceptionally well, and we are really grateful to Neeta Pradhan for all her wonderful work. And I'd like to request Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh to please go ahead and do the honor.
Neeta ji, I haven't had the privilege to meet you personally yet. I hope that this will happen soon. But of course, one knows so much about you, and I've heard about it from Rashmi ji and just now briefly and succinctly from Shivani. And it gives me a great deal of pleasure and immense pride in recognizing your outstanding contribution, for your incredible support in creating the Vidya Bhavishyayan program in so many grammar schools and government schools in Pune, in Mumbai, and the movement to teach English, computers, and life skills, some of which are considered contrary to each other. And your passion and enthusiasm has impacted and transformed thousands of children at Vidya. The Vidya family is proud to present because of your incredible contribution and confer on you the Vidya Lifetime Achievement Award, 2021 Teachers' Day.
Neeta ji, we want you to come into the Vartaman from your Bhavishyavan and say a few words on this wonderful occasion.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am deeply honored, humbled with this citation that has been bestowed upon me. But since all of you have been talking about modern school and the connection, I thought it would be nice to mention over here that my only connection with modern school is the fact that both my kids went to that school when we lived in Delhi. So,
But let's just say you made a very wise decision. Good choice.
So here I would like to share a bit of my journey with all of you, in the sense today when we look at the younger generation, I always find that, you know, they are very set and they know what they want to do in their lives, the careers they want to take. Whereas on the other hand, you know, when I look back at my life, my career, I feel it just happened in the sense, you know, wherever the tide took me or the river took me, I kept going. So armed with a background in psychology, from there with a degree in social work, then continuing with another degree in education in the US, and then coming back to India, working in the HR field, working in manpower recruitment, and consulting, and then going back to counseling. And then when I came back to India, it was like it was time to give back to society. I had, you know, I had worked in all kinds of situations and all kinds of organizations. Of course, it was this wonderful chance meeting with Rashmi at a dinner party, which started this other great journey, and a journey of a wonderful friendship with Rashmi and with Ashok. So yes, I mean, you know, finally coming to, with Vidya, I got an opportunity of putting all of this together. My entire, you know, whatever, maybe when I did it in bits and pieces, I never realized that there would be an occasion for me to put in all my experiences, to put in all my education together and actually give back to society. So I am very thankful, and, you know, and it has been a privilege, because another thing is nobody has ever interfered with what I have done. I have had, you know, I could experiment with all kinds of things, and I have had a wonderful bunch of teachers and support, you know, and in fact, my colleagues have been excellent, and any crazy idea of mine, they've always supported me. And it, you know, doing some of the creative projects that I've always loved doing, and, you know, whatever it is, they have come and, you know, and said, yes, ma'am, we'll do it. And we have done it. So thank you very much. Thank you all. And, you know, thank you for this honor.
Thank you, Neeta ji. Great to have you in the Vidya family and to have you with us today on Teachers' Day. And you know, while many of us have been able to join in, we do have our next awardee who is not here personally, but that's due to some personal circumstances. But I'm sure her spirit is here, and I'm sure she's very happy to receive this Lifetime Achievement Award. So the next Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Gayatri Kapani, and she is both a teacher and a principal at Vidya, because she has been with Vidya as a volunteer for more than 24 years. She became a teacher and then the principal of the Bal Vihar School, our first project in Vidya in New Delhi. She's also the project head of 3 SDMC public-private partnership Vidya schools in South Delhi. And each of these projects have been awarded. She creates a special bond with her team. She has this gift, just like our founder director, Rashmi. She has this gift to really inspire not the teachers, but even inspire confidence in the parents and have the students do really well. Most of the students who pass from Bal Vihar have got admissions in some of the best of Delhi's private schools. So on this wonderful note of appreciating the great work done by Gayatri Kapani, I'd like to request Shri Ashok Pratap Singh to please present her the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Although Gayatri ji is not here in person, but it is clear that she has had a lifetime almost, or an adult lifetime, with the growth of Vidya and in due course herself. And in that context, we take great pride in recognizing her outstanding contribution and for the work done for Vidya's education programs in the primary schools and the way that she has been the leading light of initiatives that was the very core of Vidya. Her inspiring ideas, dedicated devotion to Vidya's cause saw an increase in beneficiaries over the years, acting as a harbinger of change. She converted all the primary education centers to English medium. She now heads all the primary education in Vidya, and this award comes in recognition of her extreme dedication and commitment to Vidya's mission. And the Vidya family is proud to confer on Mrs. Gayatri Kapani the Vidya Lifetime Achievement Award on this Teachers' Day 2021. Thank you.
And with those claps, I want to say Mukarrar. One more time, please. Can we all clap for Ashok Pratap Singh ji for being on our board, for the great work that he's done. I think he deserves a lifetime clap award because we really do appreciate your wonderful, wonderful presence.
Kind of you to say so, but it's Vidya and the founders of Vidya and the people who have been with it over the years who really deserve all the applause.
Thank you
I'm just a newcomer.
Thank you for not just singing, but actually making it Vidya Deep Jalate Ja. So, thanks to your...
I'd like to just mention that let me also put in my modern school connection. Our children went to, boys went to modern school. But more than that, the parents, there was a parent-teacher association and they elected me to be on the management committee. And when my term finished there, Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh was responsible for taking me into the management committee of modern school, not from the parent-teacher side, but from the management side. And it was a privilege to work with it. And I'm glad that we get a chance to work again at Vidya.
Well, I'm glad that you've done this handover takeover so seamlessly, because Professor Mishra was going to invite you to now do the leadership awards and to present those. Thank you so much, Ashok Pratap Singh ji, for giving the Lifetime Achievement Awards. And now I'd like to request Professor Ashok Mishra to present the Leadership Award. So at Vidya, these awards are presented for really creating a positive environment, because leadership is not about achieving goals of those graphs of high revenue and high expansion. It really is about creating an environment of positivity where everyone can do the best that they are capable of doing. And so I think we will begin this Leadership Award by presenting an award to Ms. Dilruba Kalsi, the Executive Director of Vidya. She was the former principal of Cambridge School, Delhi, and was appointed Director of the Educational Resources Center of the Society for the Advancement of Education that governs the Cambridge schools. She is currently Executive Director, Pan-India of Vidya. And she initiated a number of innovations to redefine education at Vidya, and also the NIOS program Gurugram. She's an amazingly committed educationist and is the core resource person for CBSE. She's a member of the CBSE inspection team to evaluate schools for recognition and affiliation. She's presented papers at national and international educational forums, including Professor Mishra, IIT Delhi. And she's been instrumental in getting awards for Vidya School as well in Gurugram, for example, the British Council Award or the Brain Feed, Brit Worldwide Global, one of the largest education and training companies with its headquarters in Carolina, with a presence in 80 countries. And they identified Vidya for the Inspire Parivartan Award in the Youth Empowerment category. So that was also something that she took the lead on. She's initiated path-breaking initiatives in the domain of curriculum development and capacity building, also for communication skills. And she's been a part of many panel discussions, especially when the new education policy was announced. I think Dilruba Kalsi was a resource that everyone wanted to tap into. So on that note, Professor Mishra, I request you to present the award.
I am delighted to present the Vidya Leadership Award to Ms. Dilruba Kalsi for her visionary guidance, exceptional leadership, and outstanding service for Vidya India in many, many programs of Vidya. And I'm sure she'll continue to keep doing that as we go along. So congratulations, and I'm happy to present this award.
Good evening. I'd also like to state my Modern School Connect. My daughter received the Ashok Pratap Singh Award for getting the first position in a debate conducted at Modern School, Barakamba Road. This was some 15 years ago. She's now a dentist in the US. And I also had, I got an opportunity to visit Modern School Vasant Vihar, where they had hosted a prize distribution ceremony, where again my daughter was getting a prize for a community outreach program that she had got engaged in. So that's my connect with Modern School. So Mr. Ashok Pratap Singh, thank you so much. I still have my daughter's memento. It's a beautiful silver cup, which was presented to her for getting the first position in this keenly contested debate competition, where a number of schools participated. Thank you so much for this leadership award. It is so special, and it's so difficult to put my feelings into words, because this far outdoes any other award that I've received so far. If I were to talk about my experience at Vidya as being gratifying, I would be understating, because it was a great learning experience for me. And though I've been at varied leadership roles, my experience with Vidya gave a new dimension to what leadership entails. And every challenge that I encountered became a great learning experience and made me a stronger person. I'm utterly grateful to Rashmi, a dear friend whom I consider to be a sister, for engaging me in all the programs that Vidya supports. Thank you so much, Rashmi. It's a totally different perspective to all that I stand for. And the programs are absolutely amazing. And I see the progression that takes place from the grassroots level, the way the programs have been upscaled. It's all due to your vision and your mission to educate, empower, and transform lives. The educational wonder that we have at Vidya is the Vidya School. So apart from the magnificent edifice, Vidya, that Rashmi has built, we also have Vidya School, where our students dream big and they soar high in the sky to realize their dreams. And their feet are deeply entrenched on the ground. It was at Vidya that I met some amazing people, and I was absolutely touched by their commitment to the cause. It was astounding and exemplary. Thank you so much for this award. I'm deeply honored. And like I said, it's a very, very special award, something that I will cherish forever. And today, indeed, is a memorable day for me. Thank you, Rashmi. Thank you, Ashok. Thank you, the entire Vidya team, for honoring me with the leadership award.
Thank you, Dilruba, for your wonderful leadership. And moving on to announce the next leadership award to Rekha Srinivasan. She has a graduate degree in chemistry from the Madras Christian College. And after 17 years of a highly successful corporate career, she joined Vidya. And while she was a coordinator at the beginning, she went on to become the COO. So she was working as Director Resource Mobilization. And then because she mobilized things so fantastically, we realized that we could not deprive ourselves of the great privilege of having her as our COO. And so the rest, of course, has been a continuing flow of effort, tremendous pride that she takes in her work, and great passion with which she gives to Vidya. So thank you, Professor Mishra.
Yep. I'm delighted to present on behalf of Vidya the Vidya Leadership Award to Ms. Rekha Srinivasan, who is in the Bangalore group, in recognition of her outstanding leadership and extraordinary passion and devoted efforts for the Vidya movement in Bangalore, and also contributing greatly to the Vidya vision pan-India. I happened to see her enthusiasm when she visited USA along with Rashmi, and it's a lot of work to travel and so on, and I saw with the great passion with which she conducted herself and transmitted the message of Vidya to the Americans, and of course I think Canada also.
As Dilruba rightly said, at this time it is very difficult to put the feelings into words, and I'm greatly honored and privileged and humbled to get this award from the person whom I really admire the most, Professor Ashok Mishra. Thank you so much. I'm so honored to get this award from you. And thank you, Rashmi, for the confidence and the trust that you always have in me. I'm really honored to receive this award and this special occasion along with all my other colleagues. Shivani beautifully said in the beginning when she spoke about Rashmi, that it is not always about I, it is about we and us. So I would like to dedicate this award back to the Vidya team, because it's not about an individual getting an award. If today I'm getting this leadership award, it's not because of me and my efforts. It is because of the team that is at the back and working along with all of us. So I take this privilege to rededicate this award to the entire Vidya team. And also, I would like to specially thank my lovable Vidya Bangalore team. Special mention to Dr. Deepa Srivatsava. We are partners in crime. We always work together. Thank you so much, Deepa. And I also thank our Vice Chairperson, Shoma Bakre, and our center heads, Devika Mathur and Sunita Menon, all our coordinators, all our teachers, and every single person of the Vidya Bangalore team for your continuous support and encouragement in this endeavor. And I'm sure that the team, along with the Pan-India team, we are going to achieve great things. Rashmi, I must say there's so many ups and downs for me the last 2 years in terms of my health. But whenever I used to go down, there's one face which always used to come before me, and that is none other than Rashmi Mishra. So whenever I'm down, I just look at Rashmi and try to drive some positive energy from her. And Rashmi, please continue to inspire all of us. Thank you so much. Thank you once again for honoring me with this leadership award. And I aptly and rightly rededicate this to the entire Vidya team. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Rekha ji. And when you said Vidya is about team, then indeed it is. And the next award proves this completely. We have the Vidya Lifetime Service Award. And this is to be given to someone who has a long established record of serving Vidya. She holds a key role in helping the long-term success of Vidya. May I request Professor Ashok Mishra to please share the name of this Vidya family member and present the Lifetime Service Award.
I am absolutely delighted to present this Lifetime Service Award to Ms. Hansi for her tireless service, dedication, and the boundless love and affection for the staff and children of Vidya Bal Vihar. any one of you who visits Vidya Bal Vihar will find that she is there to welcome you. She is there to make sure that you get the right tea or coffee that you want. And also, if you go around and see, you will find that the rooms are spick and span, all because of the dedicated hard work. For several years, she's one of the oldest employees of Vidya. So for several years, she has continued to do this. So lots of congratulations and badai ho, Hansi ko.
Well, that is one very special award. If you want your cup of tea just right, then you have to pay obeisance to Hansi ji. And in any case, if you realize what Vidya is all about, then it is about empowering those who are on every side of the spectrum. And as long as they're doing the good work, then the contribution is not good, it's simply great. So to that great contribution, I'd now like to move on to the Outstanding Impact Awards. Vidya is proud to present the Outstanding Impact Awards to leaders who've excelled to produce tangible path-making results in their chosen fields. I'm going to request Ms. Pratima Goyal, Mr. Nayan Dabolkar, and Ms. Shoma Bakre, Vice Presidents of Vidya from Delhi, Mumbai, and Bangalore, to confer the Outstanding Impact Awards Pan Vidya. Professor Mishra, I'd like to thank you for presenting the Leadership Award and, of course, the very special award to Hansi ji. And now, before we go ahead, I'm going to say a few words about Pratima Goyal. They describe her as a psychologist, a mentor, a guide, a philosopher. She joined Vidya 33 years ago and is a board member of other NGOs working towards empowering women and spearheading overall health counseling sessions to help students, their families, and team members at Vidya. Let me tell you something. As everyone was explaining their connections with modern school, talking about their children and this, that, and the other, I know that Pratima Goyal has 2 daughters, and while she may have all these great achievements of her own accord, the achievements of her daughters are something that she wears very quickly on her sleeve and wants to present them to the world. So one of her daughters is a doctor mom. She's an ophthalmologist, but she has twins. So Pratima is actually beyond psychologist, mentor, guide, philosopher. She's also caretaker of the twins. And in the middle of her 33 years of commitment to Vidya, which she takes very seriously and quite full time, suddenly in come these twins, and she's busy attending online classes. And she has another daughter who's just tied the knot, and life couldn't be better. And yet, every time I'm sure it does get better as she dives into the difficulties of other people's lives and resolves them. That satisfaction beats being Dr. Mom's mom, beats being the grandmother of twins. She's just a giver. So for someone like that, the journey never ends because the giving is a daily high for her. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present Pratima, the Vice President of Vidya Delhi. And I'd like to request you, Pratima, to please facilitate the Bangalore leaders for their extraordinary outcomes in their programs. You're muted.
Thank you, Shivani. First and foremost, for the brilliant introduction. You got me exactly where it is. I just want to say 2 words before I give the awards. Each one of us, I think, is a teacher because we play multiple roles and consciously or subconsciously, we teach others around us as they observe us. And each one of us is a student because we are learning something new every day. But special kudos goes who utilize these learnings so passionately and make outstanding impacts. And this is what we are here to do today for all our 3 cities of Vidya. Leaders who have made an outstanding impact. So to begin with, I would like to give the Outstanding Impact Award to Mrs. Deepa Srivastava. These special awards is to celebrate inspirational projects that can be replicated each of them evidence of their multifaceted performance and the commitment of the teams across Vidya. Dr. Deepa Srivastav is an educationist with an experience of 25 years in the field. She has worked in reputed colleges as a lecturer and HOD and has served as a principal of 2 CBSE schools and founder principal of IGCSE syllabus school. She has been actively involved in counseling teachers, students, and parents. She has a PhD in history, master's in history and Hindi, CIDTT from the University of Cambridge, IGDCS, that is International Graduate Diploma in Counseling Skills. Dr. Deepa has been working with Vidya for the past 6 years as Director Operations in Bangalore. She's a strict mentor who helps in all in the learning of real lessons of life. Very lively, a disciplined leader, and a true leader who always works towards the overall growth of the organization. She's been handling Bangalore HR and operations excellently and beautifully. Deepa, here's to you the Outstanding Impact Award from Vidya in acknowledgement of your exceptional and outstanding performance. Your achievement is noteworthy and serves to inspire us all. Thank you so much for being there for us and for all the students and beneficiaries of Vidya. Thank you. The next award, sorry, I seem to have lost that. Just a sec, please. I'm so sorry, it was in the notes and I seem to have lost it. Somebody help me out here, which is the next award? Okay, the next award goes to Devika Mathur. This is for your dedicated and continuous effort to empower women and to bring out opportunities to the beneficiaries of Vidya Bangalore. Devika has been with Vidya and has worked I'm sorry, I seem to have lost the thread.
No problem. Devika is the center head for Vidya South Bangalore, working for the past 9 years with Vidya. She worked with the American Express and Aptech as well. She joined Vidya in 2013 and set up Beyond School program in many government schools in South Bangalore to bring about holistic development of children. She also set up Vocational Skill Development Center for Women. She always works towards women's empowerment in education, empowerment, and transforming their lives in every which way possible. The Margam program in Bangalore has reached new heights because of her hard work and dedication.
Thank you, Shivani. And thank you, Devika, for making such a difference to the women and doing all that you do. Thank you. You have made a great...
Now, I'd like to thank Pratibha. Pratibha, thank you for everything that you do and the wonderful, engaging way that you do it. And you know, when I say thank you, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Pratima has been a hand holder for me and has made me cross many a bridge in many a stormy times. So I would say a very, very big thank you to you.
We're all there for each other, Shivani. That's what life is about.
Well, you know, I always say that the Vidya family is something that you do not have the privilege to give to. When you give to Vidya, you get, it's double your money quick. You get back much more than you give. So it's the best investment. It beats any crypto, Bitcoin, share, stock, mutual fund, anything. So stop racking your brains and thinking what works. Just invest in Vidya. Doesn't get better than that.
Yeah. We are all very, very rich. Thank
Yes,
you. Thank
absolutely.
you. Thank you, Vidya team.
And now I'd like to introduce Nan Bulkar. Of course, you had the earlier chance to get to know about what was being done under his leadership, but he is the chief manager at IIT Bombay, very highly respected for his skills in finance and administration. Under his leadership, the IIT Bombay has shown improvement in team productivity, in digitalizing the office work and development of infrastructure in the hospitality sector. So lots out there. Dr. Nayan, amazing. You joined Vidya as Vice President of Mumbai in 2019, and you're in charge of operations and HR management at Vidya as well. So we are fortunate to have you with us. And now I'm going to, share with everyone how you usually think completely out of the box. Innovation seems to be your daily food, and you seem to be quite a rebel in your own way. I don't think you follow the norm of leadership, but actually reinvent how you do things and go against all the waves. But the result is good. So what can we say? Congratulations. Your team is focused on their goals and you motivate them to achieve them. So that is amazing, because whether it's HR or finance or digital upskilling, anything, you are able to inspire the Vidya team. So I'd like to welcome you, and I'd like to request you to please announce the Delhi NCR Outstanding Impact Awards.
Thank you so much, Shivani, for wonderful introduction. So delighted. So good afternoon and happy Teachers' Day to one and all. The first Vidya Outstanding Impact Award from Delhi will be presented to Miss Ila Shareen, Principal, Vidya School, Gurugram. She has mastered in organic chemistry with more than 20 years of experience in the education sector. She has worked as a head of school at the Greenberry World School and successfully implemented all school systems as per Learn Today philosophy. Worked with Study Hall, a prestigious school in Lucknow, for more than 15 years as a school coordinator and PGT chemistry. She joined Vidya in the year 2018. Since then, there is no looking back, and she has been handling it all, focusing all overall development of the school. Vidya Outstanding Impact Award presented to Ms. Ila Shareen for imparting valuable insight and inspiration to the student, staff, and to ensure excellent academic result and continuously raising the bar of the Vidya school. Congratulations, Ms. Ila. The second Vidya Outstanding Impact Award will be presented to Captain Miss Pallavi, Head Mistress, Vidya School, Gurugram. Switching from a strong army background to the education sector has been her core. She has worked in the best of Gurugram School. She was HOD Humanities.
क्या बोला अनिल?
वो तो वहाँ गया हुआ है उसमें किसी ये जो religious.
Could you please?
हाँ कुछ inkling कि Saturday evening इसकी birthday हुई.
Pratima, can you mute yourself?
Can you mute?
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Taught senior classes and handle admission, HR International Link as coordinator in British Council at Global India International School, that is GIIS. She joined Vidya last year and helped Principal Ila Shareen and the entire team of Vidya School Gurugram in reaching new height. Vidya Outstanding Impact Award presented to Dr. Captain K.P. Pallavi for your dedication and hard work towards taking the Vidya School to the next level. Congratulations, Pallavi. The third Vidya Outstanding Impact Award will be presented to Mr. Suman Kumar, Senior Finance Manager, Head Office. He is very hardworking and dedicated to his field and department. He is the backbone of Vidya and has been helping team across Vidya in planning donor management, building healthy relations with stakeholders, mentoring juniors who joined Vidya family and served Vidya for 15 years. And I had opportunity to meet him in Vidya Gurugram School 3 years back. So Vidya Outstanding Impact Award presented to Mr. Suman Kumar in recognition of your outstanding performance in accounting, dedication, and positive attitude on the job throughout the year. Congratulations, Suman. We have two more from Delhi. The fourth Vidya Outstanding Impact Award will be presented to Miss Premalata Verma, SDNC PPP Vidya School, Delhi, project head of all three schools. Working with Vidya for the past 15 years as computer and commerce teacher, moved to SDNC Vidya PTS School in 2017 as academic coordinator and administrator under the guidance of Miss Gayatri Kapani. From 2019 onwards, she has started working as project coordinator for 3 SDNC Vidya PPP School in Delhi. She has performed well to all the roles given to her and has made huge impact on all the students and team members at Vidya. A dedicated leader who has made an outstanding impact in the organization. Vidya Outstanding Impact Award presented to Miss Premalata Verma in recognition of your assistance, tireless efforts, devotion, and valuable support in running the Vidya SDMC Partnership School. Congratulations, Premalata. The fifth Vidya Outstanding Impact Award will be presented to Miss Vinita, SDMC PPP Oscars Vidya Delhi School Coordinator. Started working with Vidya as first coordinator of PTS School in 2016. Since 2017 to 2021, heading Vidya Oscars as coordinator. A teacher and coordinator who dream are always aligned with Vidya's mission and vision. She has done tremendous work during pandemic to help beneficiaries and their families. She has been actively involved with the Health Matter program for all in Delhi. With the Outstanding Impact Award presented to Ms. Vinita Kumar in recognition of your assistance, tireless efforts, devotion, and valuable support in running the Vidya SDMC Partnership School. Congratulations, Vinita. And also to all the awardees. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Dr. Davolkar, wonderful to have you present these 5 awards. And moving on, I'd like to request Shoma Bakre, Vice President, Bangalore, to please present the Outstanding Impact Awards. She is the co-founder of Empower Research, a media and business research firm, which was taken over by Genpact. Shoma has more than 20 years of experience in diverse areas, including CSR, entrepreneurship, media, human resource management, business development, corporate training, and, no surprise, teaching. And well, she recently established Let's Do Some Good Foundation, a social responsibility platform for all stakeholders who would like to come together and bring about positive social change. She's been working with Rashmi Mishra and the team in Bangalore and guiding the path for Vidya. And what should I say? A big thank you to you, Shoma. And I'd like to request you to please present the Impact Awards to the Mumbai team.
Thank you, Shivani, and thank you for doing such a fantastic job of comparing the show. It's been absolutely wonderful.
Thank you.
You know, all I can say is it is by chance and by luck that one ends up in a good place. And I've had the absolute good fortune to have met Rashmi and have my life changed and be a part of Vidya. So thank you, Rashmi. It is a privilege and an honor to be announcing the awards for Outstanding Impact Award for one of our amazing teams, that's the Mumbai team. We have 4 awardees today, and I will start with the very first, Miss Mary Diaz, Operations Manager, Vidya Mumbai. We are very happy to confer the Vidya Outstanding Impact Award to Mary in appreciation for her unwavering dedication, loyalty, and inspiration to serving her fellow team members and our beneficiaries on this Teachers' Day 2021. Mary has been working with Vidya for the past 12 years, handling HR, accounts, and operations in Mumbai. She has shown tremendous growth in learning all the developments at Vidya. Vidya thanks you, Mary, for your motivation and commitment that you've shown throughout the many years that you've been with us. May we continue to see you growing as we grow in Mumbai and Pan India. Congratulations and thank you for your invaluable contribution to Vidya. The second award goes to none other than Mehala Nagaraja. And today, if we have this wonderful program running flawlessly and seamlessly, there's none other than Mehala behind the scenes orchestrating everything. So, Outstanding Impact Award from Vidya is being presented to Mehala Nagaraja for setting and expanding the successful digital empowerment program of Vidya Mumbai and for her contribution towards technology integration at Vidya and in launching the Vidya Tech Fest Virtual Vidya Knowledge Self-Love Series on this Teachers' Day 2021. Mehala is a self-motivated EdTech professional with 20 plus years of industry and development sector experience, and she is very passionate about bringing digital technology to the classroom. Her contribution towards setting and expanding the successful digital empowerment program of Vidya Mumbai with a focus on bridging the digital divide between underserved communities, technology integration at Vidya, and in launching Vidya's Tech Fest Virtual Knowledge Self-Love Series is commendable. As a tech leader and as a development sector CSR partner, she implemented digital systems which empowers the work of our associates as well as helps to manage the organizational data. She is committed to designing professional learning opportunities that empower educators, teachers, and students. She has been representing Vidya virtually in all our tech-related activities, including what we are doing today. Be it IT integration of Vidya initiatives to virtual Vidya Tech Fest, webinar series, self-care workshops, digital library, and any IT-related matter, we all know one woman who handles it, and it is Mehala. Congratulations, Mehala, and all the best. Help us continue on this digital path and grow with us and continue to guide us in the area which is going to lead us into the future, which is technology. Thank you so much and congrats again. The third Outstanding Impact Award for the Mumbai team is being conferred upon none other than Priyanka Mathur. Priyanka has been a senior member of the head office team in Delhi and is now COO of Mumbai, and you've seen her presentation. She has an MBA in Human Resource and International Business. She has several years of industry experience as well as experience in the development sector. At Vidya, she leads several community development programs focused around underprivileged children, youth, and women. Areas of expertise include community programs, architecture, and execution, as well as organization-wide governance and change management. She oversees all operational and administrative functions in Mumbai, be it fundraising, public relations, and partnerships. She does it all with perfection and ensures that her team delivers the best, making an outstanding impact towards the growth of the organization. Therefore, today, on the Teachers' Day 2021, we confer upon Priyanka Mathur for her leadership in resource management and the vision in building the teams that have strengthened the programs of Vidya Mumbai, the Outstanding Impact Award. Congratulations, Priyanka, and all the best. Last but not the least, we would like to announce the final Outstanding Impact Award, and that is being conferred upon Deepa Shetya. She's Program Head, Bhavishyayan. She has been the program head for 11 years now. She's been with Vidya Mumbai for 11 years. She plays a stellar role in representing and managing the Bhavishyayan program. She is acknowledged today for her dedication, commitment, and hard work in the face of numerous challenges, working with multiple government schools across Mumbai and continually raising the bar. Deepa Shetya, we are happy to confer upon you the Outstanding Impact Award from Vidya to acknowledge your established initiatives as leader towards Bhavishyayan program and your contribution towards strengthening significantly to the projects of Vidya Mumbai on this Teachers' Day 2021. Congratulations and thank you so much. Back to you, Shivani.
In fact, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of you, Pratima, Dr. Dabolkar, Shoma. Thank you for presenting these awards. And I hope you all savored every part of this Teachers' Day celebration, because it really was by us, for us. And having said that, the us is not complete without our very own Rashmi Mishra. So I'm going to ask Rashmi to please close this ceremony today with lots of hugs and kisses and thank yous and, you know, good wishes for the future.
Yes. Well, I really have so few. I'm just so overwhelmed. Firstly, by you, Shivani, for this outstanding MC that you are, the love you have for Vidya, the love you have for life and people and education. And you stand for all of that, and you know each one so well. So you made this evening very special. Thank you, Shivani. You're always there for Vidya, and I really appreciate that. And for all of us, you know us well, and you know Vidya is yours. Will always be. And thank you, the entire team. I'm so overwhelmed. You know, they always say that if your team is outstanding, it doesn't matter what the leader does, because the team is way better than any leader can be. So I'm very proud of each one of you. All of you deserve awards. You're outstanding, and I'm so full of awe of you. I want to say thank you to Ashok for his message and his words of inspiration for all our teachers. Loved how you shared how teachers are always learning and that the students are the biggest asset that we have. Your continued and lifelong support and guidance to Vidya, also your patience and tolerance as well. I always thought of Vidya as a daughter we did not have. So Ashok has been more than the parent for this Vidya daughter. And Ashok Pratap Singh ji, I'm sorry he had to leave a little early, but he's wonderful. It's an absolute honor to have him with us and give away the Lifetime Achievement Award. It's meant a lot to all of us. And especially what he talked about, the 5 C's, in fact, the 6th C he mentioned. We're looking forward to learning much more from you, Ashok ji. And to our uttermost joy of celebrating and honoring each one of our Vidya superheroes. Really proud of the Vidya leaders, Dilruba, Mala, Pratima, Nanji, Shoma, Ila, Deepa, Rekha, Priyanka, for your thoughtful sharing of the amazing achievements of the incredible teams of Vidya family and giving also these impact awards. My heartiest congratulations to these amazing awardees, to Zal, to Sarita, to Neeta, to Gayatri for the Lifetime Achievements Award. You've always and will always be an inspiration to all of us. We wanted to give it to you in 2020, but the pandemic didn't allow us. So we had to wait these 2 years to give you this Lifetime Achievement Award. And yes, Zal, it doesn't mean that you don't come to school. We need you more and more, all right? Congratulations to Dilruba and Rekha, our brilliant leaders of Vidya who multitask and make magic happen every single day. And to all these phenomenal impact awardees we talked about, the difference you make. The lovely coffee table book, Vidya Mumbai, fantastic. Congratulations on launching that today. And to all of you who are the true models and on your strong shoulders, is that what we hope to take Vidya to the next level. The magic of Vidya, like we've discussed, has always been the team. Passionate, dedicated, talented, and ready for any challenge and any change. But behind all the statistics of your initiatives, reach and impact that you shared by the leaders today is your effort. And we could not have fulfilled with the Vidya's vision and mission in this beneficial way if your efforts were not rooted in love and in compassion, which you show very strongly every time I see you. We are family to one another and also to our students. In fact, we hold hands with every child, every student of Vidya till they're employed. Ashok talked about Vikram Sarkar, who graduated from the Vidya school in 2017. And today he got a job in KPMG as an analyst with a package of over 10 lakhs. We have beautiful stories of Vidya across our scholarship programs in Bangalore. We are so proud of all these students, our alums, who are doing so well across. Although each one of us was personally impacted by the pandemic, but each rose like superheroes to impact one child, one youth, one woman, and one family at a time. So I'm really proud of each one of you. It's the collective efforts that has increased the growth of our social movement worldwide and really solidified us as a one Vidya mission. From the smallest to the biggest effort that you have done, the much needed love, comfort, and hope that you've given, is never a doubt that our children are raised in your reflection. On behalf of all our beneficiaries, all our students, I thank you for your selfless service and your unwavering dedication. As Vidya, you are not an unsung hero. Each of you is a really superhero. We celebrate you today and we celebrate you every day. Again, a quick warmest appreciation for Mehala and the tech team who managed this whole event today. Anjali for putting all the coordination together, Leah for the gorgeous film you saw, Shushmita for the beautiful invitation, Snelata for the coordination, and Rekha, and all those who helped to make this evening special. I know it's been taken a lot of your time, much longer than we thought, but it's a very special evening, so I hope you'll forgive us. Looking forward to meeting you at the next Knowledge Series webinars. So we end today with this beautiful evening with our Vidya anthem. Vidya Deep Jalate Jao. Please do sing with us.